Hello, everyone. Welcome back to a very special episode of Shadowtoys Photography, where tonight we're celebrating reaching 300 subscribers. Holy cow, 300. Wow. Everyone, you got me feeling like Leonidas. Like, man, oh man, 300? Thank you. Okay, let me let me shout out our most recent subscribers. We got Stacy, King, Nocturnal, Prime, Maddie, Jonathan, Mike, Lapsus, Rojas, Grinder, and Locke. Thank you so much for getting this channel to 300. Truly, thank you. And I apologize if I seem like I haven't really bringing the energy lately. It's been tough, a tough year. I mean, it's been tough on a lot of people. I mean, heck, it's been tough on all of us. But can't let that stop us. We got to keep on struggling. So with that in mind, let's move forward just a bit and let's look at some figures. Let's start with Mythic Legions. Now, I'm gonna bring out a quadrant here. He's not gonna quite fit on camera, but that's okay. I kind of have an issue. You know, it kind of really clenches my cheeks, so to speak. It's kind of like grind my gears, like from Family Guy. I don't want to be negative. I hate being negative, but I just feel like I have to share my surprisingly negative experience with them. I mean, I'm not going to blast them all over social media. You know, this will be the extent of my griping. But look, I got a quadrant from Four Horsemen, the special edition one that came with the bundle deal that cost over $100 because you came with t-shirts and pins. And, you know, that no one really wanted. And we'll get into that. That's another subject. But, you know, everyone wanted the figure. And at the time, the Shadow version wasn't announced because he was only announced because everyone was complaining that, you know, why are we spending so much on this figure? You know, I just want the figure. I don't want to spend, you know, the money on the shirts. I let it slide. I mean, it was their first bundle deal. I'm like, all right, you know, it's a great figure. I hesitated. I waited and waited. And finally, I pulled the trigger on it. Waited. If you collect Mythic Legions, you know it takes a while to get them. And when you do, I mean, it's worth the wait. They're great. I mean, look at this. I mean, I can barely get him on camera here because he's huge. He's huge. But so I finally get him, and he comes with a QC issue. And I can't believe it. Now, let me show you. A lot of people had the same issue. And you could see right there, right off the bat, the ratchet joint. This is a ratchet. This one moves fine. Your right, it's his left leg, but your right. And his right leg, which is your left, as you can see, the ratchet joint is a completely different, I mean, like plastic. And you can see into the crotch, it's just like molded in there. Well, this one isn't, and this one moves. Let me show you without knocking everything over, because this guy, again, he's huge. But see, this one, I can't do it. See that stress? See how it's stressing that and like tearing it? Not happy about it, right? You could argue this is a $100 figure. I mean, technically, no, you paid for the shirts, but it's a $100 figure. And to have a QC issue is annoying, but fine. You know, I'm an adult. You know, like to pretend like I'm a professional too. I understand things can happen. Like I just said, it's been a tough year on everybody. Everyone's affected. You know, so I don't curse them out. I send them a very professional email. You know, I've had problems before. I've had problems before with Mythic Legions, and they've come through awesome. That's why I'm not going to go and blast them all over social media, because I didn't, you know, celebrate them when they did well in their customer service. So I'm not going to go out of my way. But this really upset me. So anyway, I emailed them, you know, hey, you know, got this issue, took pictures, as any of you could obviously see. If you have two eyes and you could see, there's an issue there. I mean, you could see, I mean, his leg, yeah, there it goes, you know, like, that's not good. Everything else moves great on him. Everything. He's fantastic. But that sucks. You know, I mean, that sucks. So I emailed them like, hey, you know, send pictures, had an issue. You know, what can we do? Can I I'd be more than happy to send the figure back and just send me a replacement. No problem. I'll keep the shirts. I don't care. Even send me just the bottom half of the figure. Because like I said, the rest of it's fine. And these pop off easy. I'll keep all this. You don't have to replace it. Just send me a new set of legs. I'll keep the tail. I'll keep all this. Just send me a new set of legs. But no, they don't have replacements apparently. No replacement. No fixes. Nothing. So I'm like, well, what can we do? They're like, well, we're working on it with these bodies. We're retooling them. This is what I got from Chris from Four Horsemen. Said, well, we're retooling the bodies. We know there's an issue. We're fixing it. I'm like, all right, cool. When you guys work the issue out, can you guys send, bottom halves or replacements, to those of us who have contacted you with this issue? No, they can't do that. Basically, what he told me is I can either A, return the figure for a full refund, which, is good. At least I have that option, could get my money back. But I'm sure you're going to see it from my point of view. Return a figure that I waited for, I don't know how long it took. It felt like a year to finally get, only to return it to get my money back. I mean, yeah, I kind of already spent that money. That money's already kind of gone in my mind. It's just, it was $100. I don't want to say it was just $100, but, I wanted the figure. So my options are A, return it, get a refund. Or B, he says, just pose it in another way. So, I keep calm and I'm like, you know what? I've been backing you guys since before the Kickstarter. You guys have always been great. Telling me just to pose it another way is an unacceptable solution. That's exactly how I worded it. That's an unacceptable solution. Please, is there anything you could do? Maybe even a discount voucher, anything. No, there's nothing you could do. Those are my options, and that's it. And let me tell you, it put a bad taste in my mouth with Four Horsemen Studios and Mythic Legions. Let me bring another one in here. And that's a real shame. Now, I know it might just be that body, and that's fine. I'm bringing the Red Shield Soldier. A little bit of a tongue twister. And he's great, the rest of my order was fine. I ordered a few. I'll bring in a few. I mean, I got the horse. I'm not going to bring that in. That's, that's really big. But, I got this guy as well. And, I'm really pleased with them, but I'm upset now. I have some pre-orders with them. I'm not going to cancel them. But they have some stuff up for sale now. And, I don't want to order it. I was going to, and now I'm like afraid, QC issues happen. I get it. But is that going to be how they're going to deal with it going forward? Is it going to be a roll of the dice every time I order one? Like, these figures are fine. These little bodies are fine. You're like, okay, just avoid the big bodies until they retool them. Okay. But what about there's an issue with something else? You saw it happen. It was just a wrong plastic injection. What happens if it's with this figure? What happens with something else that they can't replace again? Is that going to be my option? Pose it in another way or return it? Wait a year for them to come out and then just return it, only to have my excitement smashed? They broke my trust. If you're watching, I doubt it, Four Horsemen, but you broke my trust. I'm disappointed. And it makes me hesitant to order anything else from you guys going forward. Now, I'm not going to say I'm never going to order anything from them again, because I'm going to contradict that. I mean, they've teased a dragon. Obviously, I want that. There's 2 more horsemen characters for them to reveal. I can't guarantee myself that I'm going to be able to avoid it, that the coolness factor is going to hit me in the face. I don't care what they make on that big body. I'm definitely going to avoid the quadrant body from now on. Retool or not, I got to stay clear of that. But again, and it gets me thinking about them, and it's like, they need a little update, and I'm not taking this as an opportunity, I'm upset, so I'm going to keep bashing them. No, it's just, I got these, and, they're like 2.0 bodies, and I've seen other people get them the two-handed pose, but they don't. I mean, trust that I got his arms pushed all the way, and the only way I could get him to hold the sword with 2 hands is if this joint, as you can see, starts coming out. Now, I don't mind that the joint comes out. That's cool. It gives me a kind of a what's that called? Oh my God. Monty Python, the Holy Grail, with the knight that gets his arms chopped off. Like, that's funny. That's a funny gimmick. But I don't want to have to pull the joint out. I can't get it back in. Hang on. Again, I don't want to have to pull the joint out every time just to get him to do a two-handed hold. I mean, this is like the knight's sword. He can't do the, like the lion-o, the holding the sword like that. Which I know that's how it is, but it's just like, I'm kind of over it. I'm over the single joints. Before I had the quadrant issue, I was ready. I'm ready. Mythic Legions, they're great. Like I said, they're great, and I'll get into their qualities and their good parts. But they've been getting away with the single joints for a decade. Let's be honest. It's been close to a decade, and it's time for an upgrade. It's time for an upgrade, guys. I mean, the only reason I keep coming back to Mythic Legions is because they keep giving us different molds, every once in a while. But it just gets a little redundant for me with the same bodies over and over. Now, if you're army building, that's good for you. That's what you want, a little uniform in your army. And this guy is a little different from the Templar Knight and the other knights. The helmet's the same, the weapons, but, chest and the shoulders and some parts are different, which is good enough for me. Obviously I pulled the trigger. He's got other, helmets, and this one's great. This is like straight out of Berserk, which is, one of the reasons I bought it. He's got this one as well. But it's definitely time for an upgrade in there. The legs are fine. I'm fine with the single jointed legs because they're in armor. They shouldn't be able to move like Spider-Man. And, the ball in the waist is fine. Again, they're wearing armor, so they shouldn't have a really good ab crunch like that. They could get away with that. But the not being able to do the two-handed thing without, now it's popping out. I'm just over it. I'm ready. It's 2021, coronavirus unfortunately reset the board, but it fortunately gave, third-party customizers, just regular guys you see on social media, a chance to keep up with these guys. And I've seen it, and, there's kind of no excuse anymore. I mean, I know things are harder because, they can't meet or whatever, but everyone's getting vaxxed up and things are getting better, but they just got to step up. These companies better step up. They've been around for a decade. They got to step up because guys with 3D printers in their basement are catching up to them, bottom line. So, I mean, again, I hate being negative, and I'll start getting positive next. But, and this is me kind of holding back a little. I can get quite raw with it. But, I don't want to do that here. There's enough of that out there. But man, that disappointed me. All right, let's move on. Let's bring in another Mythic Legion, which I'm super pleased with. Just bear with me a second, because there's quite a few figures here. Now, this orc is phenomenal. No complaints. He moves well. I mean, he can't hold his weapon with the two hands, but he moves well. Cloth goods, new armor, new shoulders, new head sculpt. Yes, I mean, I think these are the same, but yes, like right direction with this one, and if you have him, you already know. I got this particular orc because he's very much like I used to roll a orc warrior on World of Warcraft. Yes, for the Horde, I was that geek. Don't knock it till you play it. But yeah, I got him because he's very much like my character. I just had a bald-headed orc with a big gnarly beard, and he just carried a big axe around. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, and they did a knockout job with him. Fantastic. This will keep me coming back, but you hurt my feelings, Four Horsemen. I'd kiss you like like in The Godfather. You broke my heart, man. You broke my heart. One last little gripe with them. One last little hit. Now, again, I may be just splitting hairs, but the orc is very well done with the, we're going to talk about paint with them. Now, this is an older axe versus a Urzok or Urok, or I forgot the orc's name, but it's the one with the, He has silver armor, no chest armor, and he's just rocking like a sword and an axe. Now look at the paint on this. Maybe not be doing justice on camera, but you see how it's like rusted and like blood rust on that? Now I've noticed, and this is an older one, like from the 2015s, I want to say. Yeah, and this was great paint. And this is what got me into Four Horsemen initially. This is like, all right, I've noticed they've pulled back just a stitch, just a little bit. Here's a newer axe, and they still got it in there, but it's just not as prominent. Now I know it could be a different axe, you know, different color altogether. Again, I might be splitting hairs, but I don't know. Again, I'm just here to point things out and just, you know, hey, I noticed this. I don't want to be negative on stuff, but, you know, he's got the wash and stuff like that. I just noticed, you know, I'll bring in the knight. You know, they pull back on stuff. Some stuff's a little too clean. Like the sword's a little too clean. I say, well, wait a minute. This is an orc, and it kind of goes with the character. They're just in the mud and always just chopping up. They don't really care about their weapons as much as they're not going to keep it clean like a knight. You know what I mean? Or a vampire won't leave a drop of blood left on their weapon. But, you know, so an orc is going to have rusty, you know, washed armor and metals, and versus a knight who would genuinely be clean. All right, you can argue that. So again, I may just be splitting hairs. It could just, they might be doing it right and just for the characters, but yeah, I don't know. Just something I noticed. I got my eye on them. You know, they're on notice, and it's a shame because I love them. Love them. They're in New Jersey. I'm in New York. They're my neighbors in my backyard. I love supporting, you know, especially small and local businesses, and it's a shame. I'm disappointed. I'm just disappointed. All right, let's move on. I have a lot more to show here. Like I said, I've just been buried with figures. Everything else. Let's bring in some Star Wars. Let's bring in a few characters here. Here's the Mando, the Target one. I got a little custom bag and shoved Yoda in there. Gave him a cape, some jet things, held together with some rubber bands. But yeah, oh, a little tip. This is a subscriber video. I'm gonna start giving little tidbits every subscriber video, some hints and tips. Now these rubber bands, I mean, they look tacky and stuff for now, but they work for straps and stuff like that. What they are is they're hair ties, actually. You could get them at the dollar store. They're just hair ties. You go on the hair and the brushes section, and they have all different shapes and sizes, and they're really good to hold stuff together. Now I have to get out of my chair and reach behind here because I got more Star Wars. Now you've seen Rey here, Darkside Rey. I threw her in the Kylo Ren outfit. I may rework her. I don't know. Work in progress. I'm getting a little raspy voice. Let me take a sip here. All right. Next up, we got, let's bring in everyone's girl Ahsoka. It's the Walmart Ahsoka with Luke from The Last Jedi. Any version comes with a cloth cape like this. I know this isn't her accurate one, but I think she looks excellent. Kind of like at the end of Rebels. Yeah, and all I did was take a little stitch of, I actually had thread, and just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, stitch the sides there. Oh, that one came out a little bit. You can see that, but yeah. 1, 2, 3 stitch, and boom. A nice little Ahsoka there. Oh, Ahsoka Tano, up! It's my fault. I put her like halfway on the sewer thing. You can see the little Ninja Turtle stuff. Also got this set in. This is just fantastic. I mean, going off thing here, but check out the pizza box real quick. I mean, they got like the grease from the pizza. Like what? Great set from NECA. And everyone has things to say about NECA, but this accessory set is off the hook. Anyways, so here's something I've been working on. A little Mezco Star Wars. Here's Mezco Kylo Ren. I'm not going to do it too much justice, but he's on the diabolic, but it's pronounced diabolique body, Mezco body. If you could get them, I believe they're sold out in Mezco and Big Bad Toy Store, but I think you can get them on eBay still, relatively around the, excuse me, $80 to $90 price range. And yeah, you just hide the little thing back there. But I just threw the Kylo outfit over him, just kind of to get an idea to see if it worked. And yeah, it did. And now I feel like I got a little Mezco Kylo Ren. And I did it again with the other one. This one's not as great, but you can see kind of what I'm going with here. You know, Last Jedi version of Kylo there. The Diabolique body and the Gold Skull Ninja wrap thing there. So yeah, lightsaber on the belt. Here's a little Star Wars action for you. Just little things I mess with. Now, another tip. These diabolic, whatever, bodies are excellent. Get them, scoop them up now, like I said, because they make an excellent base. They're the Gomez body. Psst, they're the Gomez body. I mean, the Gomez body was originally... You know, everyone goes for Gomez. Why? Because he's got that articulation. Yes, because Gomez body is the Spider-Man body. And the Diabolique body is the Spider-Man body. So it's the Gomez body. So if you don't have a Gomez and you just want a well-articulated figure that's the same body, get the Diabolique now. You may have to go to eBay, like I said, or maybe even Amazon might still have them. But scoop them up. I suggest it. It makes a great base from Mezco. Now, speaking of Mezco, let's get a custom in here. Let's just make a little space. Move them out. Hopefully they don't domino rally all over my desk. Oh, Kylo doesn't like to stand. Oh, there he goes. All right, get back there, you silly guy. Ahsoka Tano, we'll see you later. And Dark Ray, I hope they make a hot toy of her or any version of her. I know people didn't like that trilogy, but I don't care. Okay, next, Mezco. Here's something I was working on. A Ra's al Ghul head sculpt on the ninja. Speaking of the ninja body. Is he holding a weapon? Oh yeah, he is holding a knife. I got this head sculpt off eBay and just painted myself. It looks good from far, right? Yeah, not bad. I'm gonna bring it a little closer. You could see you got a little in the details there. Be gentle, I'm trying. This is only like the 8th head I've ever painted lifetime total. But I'm happy with the way it came out. Eyes are a little off, and the beard under the nose needs a little fixing, but I'm pleased for the most part. I've showed off other head sculpts I've done in the past, I think on my 200 subscriber video, and yeah, I just, throw some paint on it, make sure it looks good, and back here it's going to look good. Shade, lighting, and whatever. Yeah, it's not working, but yeah. Ra's al Ghul, we'll keep him back there for now, next to one of the baby turtles. And keeping it with Mezco and turtles, let's bring in Oroko Saki on the Diabolique body. You can see again, yes, I bought quite a few of these because just messing around. This came with the NECA set. Kind of just threw this on here. A young Shredder? Maybe. We'll see. Oh, actually it's bent. And it's molded that way. So I think this is after it got crunched in the back of the garbage truck where Casey Jones justified murder with an oops. Anyways, okay, let's see. Let's step away from Mezco and all that, and let's give figure arts some love with this Frieza. This figure's excellent. I noticed he sold out, and then he's kind of back now. If you return this figure or sleeping on this figure, don't. It's excellent. I mean, yeah, the body comes in half. He comes with 2 halves. I mean, comes with so much stuff. But yeah, this thing is great. Comes with a little stand here, so you could just kind of balance and stand on. Or this back piece comes off if you have a Tamashi stage, or you can see the port in there, and have him floating all around, causing terror in your living room or wherever you have him. But yeah, he's just, I mean, look at that expression. They're doing a phenomenal job. Now, Figure Arts, Dragon Ball, it's kind of funny. They always come with a QC issue. Sometimes it's big, sometimes it's small. Could be the minorest of minor details, but there's always something. Tiniest little thing, but there's always something with them, which is funny. But again, it's not like the leg doesn't move, or, you know, it's injected with wrong plastic and it can't move at all. Like, that's a big, you know, that's something you can't live with. But, you know, if I don't know, one of the hands has miscoloration or something, like, I'm not gonna get fussy about it. But, or one of the faces doesn't stay in, I don't know. Some are big, some are small, but some you can live with, some you can't. Let's all right, let's make some room here real quick, because anime, let's give a shout out, speaking of small businesses and guys knocking stuff out of the park in their basement. Here's one from, I'm sure you guys, everyone's heard of Best Lee Studio. This is where I got this figure from. Now, the body is not Best Lee Studio. The body's mine. I'm working on it. But check out this Kasame. Holy cow. Like, Figure Art size, scale. Itachi needs his partner. And yeah, this figure is unbelievably sick. Now, don't judge the body. That's not a Best Lee body. This is a body I bought. I've had, you know, that I was like, oh, I'll just buy the kit. I never ordered from him before. And so I figured I'll just, you know, I have a few of these bodies. Let me just buy the kit. And you can buy the full body by him, or just the cloak, the head, the sword, whatever. But very, very, very good options. Just, oh man, can you see? I may have got some scuff on it, but look at that tailoring, or look at that stitch work. Like, that is, I mean, when we're compared to Mezco quality, I mean, my gosh. And the face. Like, that's 100% Kasame. Hoshigaki. Yes, finally another swordsman other than Zabuza. Goodness sakes, it's only been what? When did they come out with that? 2006 or something? Like, 03? Give me a break. But yeah, this is he'll chill in the background for a while. This is an excellent figure, one of my favorites. I'm definitely going to keep going back to him, because he gave quality work. Quality work. No complaints. Next, let's bring in some more Terminator that you saw in a couple videos ago. Just recently reviewed. I'm loving these. I'm just over the moon about it. I'm disappointed the last movie didn't do so well, because I don't know if they're going to keep making figures and merchandise from it. But, oh my gosh. It's just, our glasses. Just fantastic. See if I can do this on camera. Yes. Yes. Almost. It's okay if it slides down her nose. It's very, those are like very state trooper glasses. Yeah. Yeah, I was saying that, I really wish they made more figures like the Rev 9. Grace, is anyone to fill out the roster, even just the T-800, like endoskeleton. But nope, might be a thing of the past. Let's bring in Arnold here. Just so fantastic. Here I put the NECA straw hat on him. I don't know why, but I've been laughing way too hard at this with myself. Did you touch my pony? Ah! It looks like a sombrero on him. But yeah, I don't know. I think it looks funny. Here's another custom I did, a little kit bash with Mezco. There's Star-Lord on the gold Gomez body. Yeah, I know the G, but it's a gold act. This is a Marvel Legends Star-Lord helmet. And I liked how the gold accents, and I just put Mezco, just flesh-colored hands on him. And yeah, now I have a Mezco Star-Lord, I feel like. Not bad. Well, he's like Arnold's son-in-law now. You treat my little girl okay? You better! Terminator vs. Star-Lord! Who wins? Me! Proud! Yeah. But yeah, this is what I do with myself. Anyways. I think, oh man, is that it? Yeah, I think that about does it for now. Wow. I've been at it for a little bit here. I do have a lot, a lot more to open. I just got Wonder Woman. I haven't opened so much Mezco. Oh, and I won the Mezco Mondays not too far back with the Arsenal. Oh man, I wanted to show him off too. Darn it. I've been overwhelmed with Mezco. Arsenal, the White Crig came in. I still haven't opened my Doc Nocturnal, not Doc Nocturnal, my Dr. Fate. I haven't opened my Dr. Fate yet. Wonder Woman just came in today. It's just, yeah, I'm going to be digging into the Mezco pretty soon. But, like I said, I do have a lot. So, be sure to follow us on, also Instagram, Shadowtoy Photography. And for sale items, it's Shadowtoys. And of course, please, please, please subscribe. As always, I always follow and subscribe back. If I miss anybody, I apologize. I always try and get everybody. Because this is a community that, I love this community and I do enjoy supporting. You've all been supporting me for so long. It's a give and a take. And I feel like ultimately that's what it's all about. Just sharing information and helping each other. Just sharing our experiences. That's it. Trying not to be biased. Just honesty, this is what happened and that's all. Take it as you will. That being said, again, I just want to say truly thank you to you all for showing your support. Today we are 300. Let's try for my goal of 1,000. I can't do without you, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all your support. So truly, everyone, thank you.